Have you ever asked yourself, why do I keep doing the same thing again and again? Why do we fall into the same habits, the same mistakes, the same emotional reactions, even when we promise ourselves we will change? It's not because you're broken. It's not because you're weak. It's because your mind is trying to protect you, even when it hurts you. We repeat patterns because they are familiar. Your brain loves familiarity. It doesn't care if the pattern makes you happy. It only cares if the pattern feels safe. That's why some people stay in unhealthy relationships. That's why people repeat bad habits. That's why we sabotage good opportunities. Painful patterns feel safer than unknown possibilities, because at least we understand them. Your mind says, I've been here before, I know this, I can survive this. So it pulls you back, again and again. Sometimes repeating patterns comes from our past, from childhood, from trauma, from failure, from a time we were hurt and never healed. A harsh word from someone, a rejection, a failure that made you believe you weren't enough. Your brain saved that memory. And now, every time life gives you a chance to grow, your fear whispers, what if it happens again? So instead of moving forward, you go back to what you know. We also repeat patterns because change is uncomfortable. Growth is not easy. Becoming a better version of yourself requires letting go of your old identity, the part of you that was scared, the part of you that doubted, the part of you that believed you weren't worthy. And your old self fights back because it doesn't want to die. So it pulls you to old habits, old thoughts, old emotions, old versions of yourself. But listen carefully. Repeating patterns doesn't mean you're stuck forever. It means life is giving you another chance to choose differently. Every repeated pattern is a lesson life keeps teaching until you learn it. If you keep attracting the same type of people, if you keep facing the same problem, if you keep ending up in the same situation, it means life is saying, there is something here you still need to fix inside you. So how do we break the pattern? First, become aware. You cannot change what you don't recognize. Ask yourself, what keeps repeating in my life? What do I always run back to? What fear is controlling me? Second, choose differently. Even if it feels uncomfortable. Even if it feels scary. Even if it feels unfamiliar. Because unfamiliar is where growth happens. Unfamiliar is where your future exists. Unfamiliar is where your best self lives. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not your old patterns. You are capable of breaking cycles that generations before you could not. You are capable of creating new habits, new thinking, new strength, new identity. You don't repeat patterns because you're weak. You repeat them because you haven't learned how powerful you really are. And once you realize that, everything changes. This is your moment to choose differently, to break the cycle, to rewrite your story, to become the person you were always meant to be. You are not stuck. You are evolving. And this time, you won't repeat the past. You'll rise beyond it.